Keanu Reeves' most recent movie is the final proof I needed that he'd be perfect for his dream Marvel role. Keanu Reeves has long been rumored to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and after his latest film, I can't help but think he might be perfect for a role that would fit perfectly into the expanding future of the MCU. Reeves, who has been fan-cast as many MCU characters, has had an interesting career in Hollywood, rising to incredible prominence before fading nearly into obscurity multiple times. Every time his star has mostly dimmed, however, the actor has reinvented and reinvigorated his career, with Speed, The Matrix, and most recently John Wick. With the extensive work Reeves has done, I'm honestly surprised that the actor has not joined the universe prior to now. He has spoken several times about his two Marvel dream roles, with one of these being the Silver Surfer. That character, in another iteration, is said to be played by Julia Garner in the Fantastic Four, First Steps, and some believe that a male Silver Surfer, Norrin Radd, could also appear. However, I believe Reeves' other dream role is an even better fit for the actor, especially after his latest movie. Keanu Reeves' Marvel casting dreams already looked like a perfect MCU opportunity. Keanu Reeves has spoken in the past of his desire to play Ghost Rider in the MCU, and the role would be a perfect fit for the actor. Ghost Rider has had appearances in the past, with two Nicolas Cage films and another iteration of the hero appearing in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but audiences still await a definitive iteration of the hero. In fact, I believe Ghost Rider is perhaps the biggest Marvel property that has not yet been adapted for the cinematic universe successfully, making his addition to the MCU that much more important. Keanu Reeves in his dream role of Johnny Blaze would be excellent for the MCU. Reeves has a great deal of experience with high-octane thrills, having starred in the film Speed, as well as dark, brooding action from films like the Matrix trilogy. Reeves has a unique, quiet presence that reflects a sort of anger that would work well with an updated idea of Johnny Blaze. With his compelling presence, the actor could fit perfectly into the MCU. This has been made especially clear by his latest appearance in another film franchise. Keanu Reeves' shadow casting is proof he'd be a great MCU Ghost Rider. In a performance I found to be shockingly good, Keanu Reeves voices the role of Shadow the Hedgehog in the new Sonic the Hedgehog 3. In the film, Shadow rides a motorcycle, does an acre slide off the top of a skyscraper, shoots guns, and reflects contemplatively on his own anger. Caught up in a spirit of vengeance, the anti-hero character is extremely effective in the new film, with Reeves being praised for his performance. With a dark and interesting look at the colorful world of Sonic the Hedgehog, Reeves brings an interesting but balanced angst to an otherwise bright setting. More than this, Reeves is a dedicated professional. Speaking with Men's Journal, Sonic 3 director Jeff Fowler spoke about Reeves' dedication to the role. He really wanted to create a very fan-faithful version of the character. He did research. In our first meeting, he very clearly had gone and done his homework, which was awesome. With this in mind, alongside the tone of his voice, and how he approaches these kinds of gritty roles in obscure worlds, giving them gravitas, Reeves would be perfect to join the MCU as Ghost Rider. How Keanu Reeves' Marvel dream to play Ghost Rider can still happen. There are all kinds of ways that Keanu Reeves could play Ghost Rider in the MCU. The character could certainly be introduced in either of the upcoming Avengers films, although this might be a disservice to the size and importance of the character. Instead, as things are set to potentially reboot following Avengers: Secret Wars, with the franchise moving in a new direction, there will be room for important new heroes to come in and be a larger part of the series. Ghost Rider would be a perfect character for this, especially if played by Reeves. At the same time, despite Blade's production delays, the film is still planned for the MCU. After Secret Wars, it seems likely that a focus on the magical and spiritual side of the franchise will be explored in greater detail. This is already happening with Werewolf by Night and is set to continue with The Hood in Ironheart. There are big comic links between these characters and Ghost Rider, and much of this could be leading up to a team-up film in the long-rumored Midnight Suns. Why Ghost Rider deserves to have perfect casting in the MCU movies. Ghost Rider has not received the treatment from Marvel that a character of his popularity deserves. While 2 Nicolas Cage films were made that featured the character, neither of those films was especially well received, and nothing about Cage's performance as the character was definitive. Even rumors of his scrapped Deadpool and Wolverine cameo had little impact. Simply, Ghost Rider has so many stories and interesting links in the history of the Marvel Universe that need to be adapted for the big screen. With a big star, he could quickly become one of the most popular figures in the MCU. I believe that landing an actor like Keanu Reeves would be the perfect way to launch a brand new Ghost Rider franchise that would wash away the bad taste of the previous films. While other actors like Ryan Gosling have expressed interest in the role, none of them have the perfect style, attitude, and disposition for a disturbed and haunting character like Johnny Blaze. As plans for the future of the MCU begin to come together, I'd argue that the franchise must make a good Ghost Rider movie a high priority. Marvel has all kinds of characters, and it is almost certain that Ghost Rider will eventually become a priority for the studio. However, after just playing a character who is strikingly similar and yet different enough in the animated Shadow the Hedgehog, now is the perfect time to cast Reeves in the role. Wherever the Marvel Cinematic Universe goes in the near future, it is absolutely necessary that they fill their roster with popular characters and stars to ensure the longevity of the universe. Bringing in Keanu Reeves would be the perfect way to do this.